Alright everyone, let's talk about the Kock.
Yeah, you heard me right.
On a serious note, let's actually have a chat about this because this is pretty wild. This happened yesterday. So yesterday morning, the South African cricket team, who are currently in the United Arab Emirates for the 2021 Cricket T20 World Cup, received this information. Now, I am the first one to say I don't believe that politics should be in sport. Alright, I have witnessed politics on every level of sporting and it does nothing but damage sport. So can I just firstly say that sport is pure, sport is beautiful. We should not be destroying sport by making it political. But of course the loony left has gotten into sport as well, and now sporting professionals, whether they agree with it or not, let me just reiterate that one, whether they agree with it or not, are being forced to kneel for BLM. For Blue Lives Matter. No, I'm joking. No one's kneeling for Blue Lives Matter. There should be. Because let's face it, there have been some police officers die in America recently, but no one's talking about that. Except for, you know, Brandon Tatum, Candace Owens and Michael Knowles. No one else is talking about that, but everyone is still talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, the most productive thing they have done so far to date was try to burn down Portland. And I think we can all agree that that wasn't very productive. It was very proactive, it was very reactive, but it wasn't very productive. So let me ask a question before we go into it. What has BLM done for the black community? Honestly. You know, one of the founders is currently being investigated because for embezzlement, for fraud. You know, but they haven't done anything for the black community. They haven't helped the black community. They haven't gone in Southside Chicago where you know, more black people are gunned down than any other part of America. They haven't done that. As a matter of fact, there have been several people have lost their lives. Several black people have lost their lives at BLM rallies, being shot by other black people. Now that doesn't seem like Black Lives Matter at all. That seems like Black Lives Be Targets. But BLBT doesn't really sound as good, does it? So, let's get into this. Quinton Kock. He has received this information along with the rest of the South African team. And they have been told on yesterday morning, as they were getting on the bus to go to Dubai, which was about an hour and a half, 2 hours drive, that they needed to kneel. They needed to kneel before the game to rise against racism, to fight against racism. Apart from the fact that while people are kneeling, people of all colours are being discriminated against in all different countries, that's irrelevant. You know, we're gonna fix the racism that isn't even there in most cases by making professional sports players kneel. So that's what they decided to do. The Cricket South Africa had a meeting and that's what they decided to do. So on the drive over, on the bus, Quinton Kock, who is the national wicket keeper and quite easily regarded as probably the best contemporary South African batsman, he decides that he's not going to have a bar of that. Is that because he's a Christian? Potentially. Do I know 100% he's a Christian? No, but it's alleged. I haven't asked him personally, honestly. I don't know him personally, but Quinton Kock, if you're watching this, man, reach out to me. I would love to reach out back to you. I'd love to send you my merch, so you let me know and provide me a postal address and I'll get some merch out to you stat, man. Because I love what you did. Now I'm going to tell you what he did. Quinton Kock decided, as they got to the stadium, that he didn't want a bar of that. He has consequently stepped down from the national side for the remainder of the tournament because he decided that he did not want to side with BLM. Well done. Now, you might be saying, look, one choice, that's racist, man. Why wouldn't you side with BLM? Because BLM is a racist organization. BLM is a fascist organization. All you have to do is go onto their website and take a look at who they are and what they do, and you will see that they're a racist, fascist organization. Now that I've answered that question for you, how about we take a look at what the South African captain had to say. So Temba Bavuma got interviewed after the game. Now, might I add, he is a black man, so if anyone is going to get highly offended by the actions of Quinton Kock, it would be one of the black players on the team, because if they were going to be offended, they would feel like he is betraying them. But let's have a listen to what he said. As Brandon Tatum says, roll the film.
Okay, I'll try to answer the first question. I think obviously as a team, we're obviously surprised and taken aback by the news. Obviously Quinton is a big player for the team, not just with the bat, but the role he plays from a senior point of view and from an experience point of view. And not having that at my disposal as a captain, was obviously something I wasn't looking forward to. In saying that, Quinton is an adult, he's a man in his own shoes. We respect his decision, we respect his convictions, and I know that he'll be standing behind whatever decision that he's taken. From a team's point of view, unfortunately, we still have to get the job done. There was still a game of cricket for our country, and it was important that as much as everything was happening, that we found a way to get into the right mental space and take it home for our country. The second question, look, I don't know how far it's going to develop. It's the decision that is taken is only today, so I can only speak about what has happened today. It wouldn't be my decision whether to replace Quinton or to get a substitute. That would be most probably the coach and the selectors. But as far as we stand, Quinton is still one of the players. He's still one of the boys. So whatever support that he needs, whatever shoulder that he requires from us teammates will be there for him. And if there's a need for further conversations to be had, I'm sure those will definitely happen amongst the guys.
Man, what an answer. What a humble answer. And might I add, as I said, if anyone was going to be offended, I would probably say the black national captain would be super offended by his choice. But you know what? Even Bermuda has decided that he is going to respect Quinton de Kock's opinion, even if he doesn't agree with it. Now, Bermuda makes a really smart choice here. He actually doesn't specify whether or not he agrees with that. He simply says, I respect Quinton's decision. I respect Quinton's opinion. Because they're probably friends. And friends have differences of opinion. I have friends who agree with what BLM stands for. I don't cut them out of my life. I respect their decision even though I firmly disagree with it. So Bermuda, well done. I didn't even know that he was the national captain. I actually didn't even know about him. I haven't kept up with the South African cricket, honestly. I didn't know about him until the beginning of the T20 World Cup. But you know what? So much respect to you, man. So much respect to you, bro. Thank you so much for standing up and protecting one of your players. Doing what you're supposed to do as a captain, as a teammate, and as a friend. Now, for the people who are watching right now, you might be asking, what are you trying to get at, Angus? What is the biggest point that you're trying to hit right now? Stand up for what you believe in. If that's BLM, you go for it. I'm never going to tell you that you don't have the right to believe in what BLM believes in. You do. Unfortunately. It's as simple as that. You have the right to believe whatever you want. You have the right to stand up for whatever values you want. You don't have the right to tell another person that they can't stand up for their own values. Now, if you go on to Google right now and you type in Quinton de Kock, you're going to see newspaper article after news article, racist, 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 racist. Why are you going after him? So before you go after him, before you just become a sheep to the beliefs of other people, why don't you use your brain for a second? Have a bit of a think about it and realize that he is simply doing what you do as well. He's exercising his opinion. He's standing up for his beliefs. And he would rather not have a spot in a national cricket side than to abandon his beliefs. Quinton de Kock, good on you, man. I stand behind Quinton de Kock. I stand behind Quinton de Kock's decision. I truly hope that it doesn't affect his national and international career. I think it will, but I really hope it doesn't. So Quinton de Kock, you're a legend. You're brilliant. You're wonderful, and I think you've made the right decision. So over here at One Choice Music, I support you, man. I hope my followers do as well, but again, it's entirely up to you. All I want you guys to do is have a think about it before you start judging. I'm One Choice. You guys have yourself a great day. See you later.
I'll never be ashamed of the land where I was born. A day to stand up proud so our unities are torn. Snags on the grill, have a beer and watch the cricket. Feel like I'm making sports where you can go and stick it. Cause it's Australia Day, it's Australia Day. Yeah, it's Australia Day, it's Australia Day.
Let's go, mate.